everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Cardano Artist Corner. Today we have as our guest Dutch painter Bas van Gaalen. Bas has made a fantastic painting for the Cardano community, and we'll show this during the podcast. So welcome to the podcast, Bas. How are you today?
Hi, Alfred. I'm very well. Thank you very much for inviting me on your podcast. And well, let's start with the interview.
Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? You're originally from where?
I'm originally from the Netherlands. I'm born in Holland, and on the 18th of March 1953, I'm 68 next month. So I presume I will be one of the oldest in the Cardano community.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, you never know. Congratulations in any case for next month.
Thank you.
You're a full-time artist, painter. When did you discover that you could paint? At what age? And then what happened? What was the trajectory?
I started painting when I was around 15 years, and I started right away in oil painting, and I really liked the old masters, so I copied the old masters like Rembrandt and Van Gogh and Frans Hals and Vermeer, and I enjoyed that a lot. So, and then I went to art school, and I didn't study painting at all, because at that time, which is quite funny, but at that time, if you would paint like original, the way I paint now, that was just at that time was very wrong. So I chose.
Why was it wrong? What was wrong about it?
At that time, it was better if you smash some paint against the canvas, and then you put some sand after it, and then the story behind it was more important than the piece of art. In my opinion, that a lot of people think very different, but that's the way I looked at it.
This so was the 60s, 70s? When was this?
I went to art school in 1969.
69, yes, okay. Makes sense.
Long time ago.
The 70s.
Mm-hmm. And then, I studied architecture in house architecture and city street design. And I did that for 5 years. And when I left art school, I wanted to travel, see the world, and because I like to be free. Freedom was always number one on my list.
Yeah, a very Dutch sentiment.
Yeah. So and that's what I wanted to do. So that was happening, and we traveled a lot, and I'm talking about my wife, and there she is. She's working there, right there.
Hello, Agnes. All right.
So we traveled a lot, and to be free was for me really the most important. And then you have to start to make money to live. So we did all sorts of jobs, and
then life starts.
Yeah, it's another lifestyle. It's a choice.
Sure. Let's have a look at your at one of your paintings. The first one. The very first one I was interested to hear something about is the one that's on the top of your website, which is inspired on a famous Dutch painting, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you can show it and then give some explanations.
Yeah, I have a book with the images of the paintings, and the one you're talking about is this one.
Mm-hmm. So this is inspired on which famous Dutch painting?
This is inspired of a painting, the Potato Eaters of Van Gogh. But the four persons on the painting are famous Dutch actors. Mm-hmm. They are
nowadays, like current actors.
Yeah, current actors, and they are famous in Holland. And the one on the left, I contacted him because I wanted to. This image was on the theater everywhere in Holland because of their play, and their play was about banks and security and that's why they made this image. And
Can
I
you
was
bring it up a little
so,
bit higher and closer to the camera? We can have another look.
and I really liked that so much. So I asked him if I could paint this. You know, you need copyright. You have to be careful for copyright. So I asked him, do you give me some permission to paint this? And he said, yeah, go ahead. So I did that. And I made it in exactly the same size canvas as the original Potato Eaters of Van Gogh.
Yeah. Which is quite large, no? It's quite a big painting.
Yeah, this, look. It's 1.16 meters by 89 centimeters. It's quite a large.
Yeah.
And I really like that painting because you have the atmosphere of the Potato Eaters of Van Gogh. I've painted in a little bit of the style of Rembrandt because I love Rembrandt. And but it has this contrast of the old atmosphere with these nowadays laptop, iPhone, iPad, a camera, you know, to which films the whole situation, and I just love that painting. It's I have it on upstairs on my wall, and
oh really?
I love it.
If Van Gogh would be alive now, then that's what he would have painted probably.
Who knows? Yeah.
And there's also some connection to Cardano, no? If you want to interpret it like that, because the guys on the painting, they have it's about, you were saying it's about security and some other aspects.
Security, well, and they talk about the financial system, you know, the banking system. Since 2008, you know, they said, well, we have to do something about it because banks are, you know, groups and bankers.
So it's almost as if it was made for Cardano, the painting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's talk about painting number 2, which I chose from your gallery, which is, I can see it right behind you, is a young lady in the jungle, it seems.
Yeah, I put it here. It's this one.
It's there.
It's a girl from Madagascar, and if you look very closely, you see in the pupil of her
we can see it perfectly.
There's a bird. It's a kingfisher in both eyes, and I just, you know, before there was just the light spot in the eye, in the pupil of the eye, but then I put those 2 birds in there, which is indeed quite remarkable because Charles talks about birds all the time, and I've got birds on the paintings.
Yeah.
But I've this friend, his name is Jean Philips, and he traveled the world quite a bit. I know him from the Art Academy of Art, and so it's a long time ago. We became friends, and he traveled the world and writes stories about it. And he has a lot of photographs. He's a very good photographer. And I asked him, can I use your images, you know, and paint them? He said, yeah, go ahead, no problem. Then I made a detail, this girl's eyes, because her eyes are very remarkable. And then I put those palm trees, those leaves, those tropical plants, and she, you know, she pulls sort of the curtain, you know.
She pulls the curtain away, to look around.
And it's nice. It's nice painting. I like it a lot.
It's beautiful. Let's go back to the story of your life for a second. So you graduated from Art Academy and you started traveling. So where did you go? You went around the world?
Yeah, a few times, and by plane, but also by boat. We sailed a lot. We've been traveling so much. We did boat deliveries, and well, we sailed, of course, a lot in the Netherlands, but also in the Côte d'Azur, the Caribbean. I rebuilt a boat in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Then we sailed that up through the Bahamas to the British Virgin Islands, and well, there's plenty of stories about that.
Mm.
And then the most remarkable one is the adventure in the Middle East. We have lived in Bahrain for 2 years.
Oh, 2
Where
years.
we have built a catamaran there, and we sailed that. After 2 years, the boat was finished. We worked there, and next to the work, we have built this boat. I worked there as a facility manager of the Bahrain Yacht Club, and my wife was my secretary.
Mm.
And we had a great time. We worked very hard, and when the boat was finished, we had to leave because you cannot stay longer. If you don't have a job, you cannot stay longer than 72 hours. You had to leave. But at that time, there was a war going on between Iran and Iraq. So we left the Gulf,
right,
sailed through a war, and the Coast Guards were all informed because we knew some high-level people in Bahrain, and they contacted all the Coast Guards that there was these stupid people who were leaving on a boat, the Gulf, and
flying Dutchman.
There was only one yacht in the whole Gulf, and that was us, and leaving the Gulf. So we went to from Bahrain to Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, then through the Strait of Hormuz, and then last port was Muscat in Oman, and then we did an ocean crossing to India. So
been all around the world, but you've settled in France at the moment, and then some time ago you discovered Cardano. So how did this happen?
I was. It was 2008 when the banks sort of collapsed. The banking system went almost bankrupt completely. And I thought, well, I have to know more. I wanted to know more about the money, the financial system. So I studied that, and I found out that that the whole financial system is just one big crime. It's just, it's not okay. And
really corrupt.
It's very corrupt, and it belongs to this elite group of people who rule the world.
Yeah.
And it's nice that I met or I didn't met. I noticed a woman on the internet. Her name is Catherine Austin Fitz, and she found a name for these rulers. She calls them Mr. Global, and I found it so nice. So I call it always Mr. Global, who rules the world.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what it's very accurate today. But anyway, in 2017, I found out that this Bitcoin thing, and I started to study that, and I thought, well, this is amazing. This is it. The decentralized way of peer-to-peer. Paying another person on the other side of the world without an intermediate, that would be great. And then short after that, I found this video of Charles Hoskinson's whiteboard in 2017.
Join the club.
Join the club, and then I was straight away. I was hooked. And I never left. And since that time, I studied every day. Really every single day, at least 1 to 2 hours a day, just what is Cardano, what is it, what does it mean? And I really fell in love of especially the philosophy behind it, the way Charles wants to change the world. I was just flabbergasted. I thought, well, this is it. I stick with this. This is, and still till today, I mean, if someone is going to change the world, it's Charles Hoskinson, and all of us, the community, which grows per second almost.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, you were so enthusiastic to the point that you decided to also make a painting, no, of Charles.
Yeah, so, I saw this painting of his with the bird,
and you can see behind you, I think.
Yeah, that's a print because the original, he has the original. I sent it to him, and there is a video of that when he shows it to the community on one of his
I've seen that video.
AMAs, and it's on my website as well.
Yes.
On the page of the painting. But I contacted him again for the copyright. I said, do you mind if I make a painting out of it? Because I like it very much. It's a very nice image. And he said, yeah, go ahead. And he said, and if it's my style and I like it, I might buy it from you.
Sure.
I said, well, okay, let's see how it goes.
Been paid ADA, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, so I started painting. It took me a while because it's it's very detailed, and it also took a while because it has to dry. It takes
how
about
long, how long does it take to make a painting like this, more or less?
I think a month. A month, and then it needs almost 2 months to dry, and then I give it 2 layers of varnish. And then I have sent it to Charles.
So all in all, maybe 3 or 4 months before you will finish the painting.
Yeah, exactly. And then so at one day I was just watching one of his AMAs, and at the end he said, well, I've got something special here, and this is Dutch painter, and he made a portrait of me, and he showed it, and I was really flabbergasted the way he has put so much time to show it in the. I was really, it made me very shy, it was incredible.
Did you ever meet each other? Did you talk to each other over the phone or by Zoom or something? Or?
No, just on Twitter, you can direct DM him. And
because people in the Cardano community, obviously, they saw the episode and they know that there's a painter in Holland who made this, but nobody knows what you look like. But now they do. So
now they do.
Do you have a message? Do you have a message for Charles?
Well, every time I'm talking about Cardano, you can't go around Charles Hoskinson. I think he is one of the most remarkable person I've ever seen in the world. He is a living legend. He is such a special person, incredibly intelligent, and the way he thinks about the world, and the way he is 33 years old. Yeah. I mean, he could be easily my son. And his knowledge of so widespread view and vision on the world is just, it's absolutely crazy.
It's a great worldview.
It's really incredible. So I mean,
that was well received. Now you live in Burgundy in France since quite a few years. So how do you
23 years.
Oh, 23 years already.
In Burgundy.
Yeah. Right, and this is after you settled, after all your adventures. And so how do you pass your time between you and your wife? What do you do in Burgundy?
Well, I do paintings, and but besides that, I'm quite busy on the internet. And one of the things I do is, because at my age, there is very few people of the baby boomers, who are interested in Bitcoin or Cardano or cryptocurrency, and they don't know anything about it. But sometimes I get this question, because there's quite a few baby boomers, they have money in the bank, and they don't know what to do with it, because money in the bank is a sort of a risk today. And so I made a website especially for to educate them what is money, what is gold, and what is the cryptocurrency, and what is Cardano. Yeah, maybe you can put that in the description. Yes. It's called Geld, Goud, Bitcoin .investment.
Okay.
Investment.
We'll put it in the subtitles.
Yeah, I will send it to you, and then. Okay. But but there's still very few people who are interested in it because they think it's dangerous and it's a load of crap and it's, you know. But it's difficult. There's still a long way to go for people to understand what it is. I'm studying it for 4 years and I know what it is, but it's hard to explain in half an hour or an hour to what it is. And then they don't trust it and they say, well, yeah, but that's not money. And, you know, so it takes time. It's difficult.
I have a friend in Holland, in Utrecht. He might be watching. Hoi Harold. And we also told him about cryptocurrency years ago. And now he's finally also really, you know, he really tuned into the concept. And I think once you understand it, that's it. You know, it takes time to lost forever. So, Bas, it's already come to the end of the interview. But is there anything that you would like to tell the Cardano community still, like any message from you to the community, or?
Well, first of all, I've never seen such a nice group of people all together. I see so many interviews and videos, and there's such a great bunch of people that, you know, if let's say we are going to meet in Barcelona, your hotel, I think we have a wonderful time. It really feels like a family. And they all have this goal of changing the world and the decentralization of money system, but also other things. You know, anything you can put on the blockchain, just anything, but it's decentralized. So there's no one in between who can rule or take it away, or, you know. That is just fantastic. And I know that all of them are very ambitious to spread the word and to make Cardano bigger and bigger. And it grows per second. You can see it. Well, I just checked the price. It's going up again. And but, you know, it's an amazing happening.
Yes, it's an happening. It's a very good word for it. Yes.
Yeah. It's a movement.
It's a movement and happening. Yes. Bas, it was fantastic to meet you. I very much enjoyed the presentation of your art and the story of your life. And well, maybe we can see each other again at some point.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the invitation. And anytime I will be there, and I would love to talk Cardano and other things in the world, just live, anything.
Exactly.
AMAs or whatever, you know.
We'll meet here, or we'll meet in France, or we'll meet at a Cardano meeting somewhere.
We're not that far away. France and Spain is, you know.
It's around the corner.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And goodbye, goodbye, community.
Bye-bye. See you all next time. Bye-bye.